You know what really gets me, man? You see people like driving an off-road SUV like a Jeep. And then you're like, why are they all over the road? And it turns out that they're like swerving to avoid potholes. Isn't that thing invented to like drive through the Sahara Desert or something like over rocky terrain and like battlefields that have been obliterated by artillery shells and stuff like that? Like, why are you swerving out of the way of a pothole, man? I don't get it. Doesn't make... I mean, I guess you don't want to incur unnecessary wear and tear, but I'm just saying, as a fella that occasionally uses the bike lane, I would rather you didn't swerve half of a car width to the right every time there was like a little quarter-inch divot in the cement, okay? It's a little spooky for a fella like me. Anyway, let's do the challenge that we should have beaten yesterday. It was One Shot McGee.
Go.
Baited Chibli yesterday, you'd be so proud. Please tell me that you baited him in the domain that I think you baited him in, which is you baited him into talking about Nintendo Switch games being $80 instead of $70. Is that the one? Chib is pretty unflappable, but the Nintendo Switch stuff is it's got him rattled. I don't think it's that the games are more expensive. I think it's that someone in his chat said, "Thank God the games are more expensive," and I think that he's been flipping out about like that one comment for like 3 days. I can relate, man. I've been there many times. I think I want to get an early squirmy. I mean, I can definitely understand because like people keep like asking me to care about it, and then they get mad like when I don't really care about it, because like I would rather that the games were cheaper, but also like my number one principle about the price of video games is I don't want to spend my one life on planet Earth arguing about like a $10 difference in the price of toys. If you care about it, that's fine, but just leave me out of it, man. It's not my domain, okay? I think I want to hit that 64. I can take that. You said games are too cheap in dance chat. I did not say they were too cheap. You got me twisted. I said they were underpriced. Try this. I also said, and before you say that's on based, fuck you. This is a full restart, man. Before you say that's on based, I also said possibly the most based thing of all time, which was most games, actually I think I said 95% plus of games aren't worth $5 to begin with, so what do I care if they charge $10,000? I'm not playing that trash anyway. To which I then said, to be honest, no disrespect, but the average game that comes out, you would have to pay me to play it, and they do. So I was kind of high on my own supply. I'm not going to disagree. Everybody wants to argue about the price of games. Nobody wants to argue about the fact that, especially in AAA, like 98% of them are not worth playing for like more than an hour and a half. Like once you get through the vertical slice and you're like, that's really all it's going to be for the rest of the game. Like, I'm just going through the motions, like achievement hunting. Yeah, there's counter examples, buddy, okay? But like, if we lived in a just world, Forspoken would be like $2.50 MSRP, and Balatro would have been like $500, and that would have been justice. But instead, as a gamer, you have to exercise your own discretion in order to take advantage of your asymmetric upside risk. AKA, in less ambiguous terminology, I'm telling you to stop caring about the price of trash. Pass the round goal this round. But it's up to you. I also want to say it's up to you. You passed the round goal. 20 pegs popped. I think I want candle perk. Candle perk. What should Nubby's price be? I think it was $7. This should probably be 100 and... I'm going to say 109.99. Pass the round goal this round. Force trigger the item in slot 5 twice. Okay. You go there. Peg fully pop the lowest peg twice? I don't know about all that, to be honest. Re-roll me. Let me see what we got. I love Kazoo. I do love Jacks as well, but let's freeze a Kazoo, man. Did it work? I don't think they're triggering right. I don't even want to talk about how much Slay the Spire would cost, because I don't think people are ready for that conversation. A fair price for Slay the Spire is probably like, I'm going to say $2,400. If we're indexing it to like what the average game costs versus what I would describe as the value of the average game, Slay the Spire should probably cost as much as like a Toyota Camry or something. I'm glad it doesn't. Like, that's the thing. I think it's very gamer friendly that they said, hey, we're going to release this amazing game and it's going to be like $19.99 or something like that. -2, it's mid compared to Balatro. You're actually just like, you're just pissing me off. Go away. You're not pissing me off because Balatro's worse than Slay the Spire. That's a matter of opinion. I would say both opinions are within the spectrum of sanity. You're pissing me off because, like, you can just have both of them. You can have both. Also, Slay the Spire was holding the shit down for, oh shit, like 5 years before Balatro even came out, man. It's not the OG, but you got to put some respect on it for keeping its seat warm. Also, I'm going to -2 it, and Local Thunk, don't listen. Balatro's an amazing game. Easily last year's game of the year for me, and it wasn't even close. But I think Slay the Spire clears it, and it's not an insult to Balatro. I just think Slay the Spire genuinely is a candidate for the best game ever made. It's not an insult. Balatro's an easy 10. I think Slay the Spire might just be like one of the few 11s that's ever existed. Pregnancy test! We are fucking popping. We're popping pegs, bitch. I told you. What are the Isaacs worth? Well, the Isaacs are like the S&P 500 right now. It's like you gotta ask me like day to day. It's very volatile. It's not at its all-time high, let me put it that way. Nubby bounces, we can trigger some shit. That sounds fantastic to me. Do not buy this dip. That's financial advice, VIP Daniel. We're not allowed to give financial advice. You know what's pissing me off is every time I go to Google Finance, which is like 7 times a day lately, the S&P 500 looks like a plane in free fall. Then it has like all the other graphs next to it, and the Bitcoin graph is like this. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? It's supposed to be flipped. The S&P 500 is supposed to be like chill, and then the Bitcoin graph is supposed to look like, you know, your heart rate on a roller coaster or something like that. I'm not gonna say that's what's really pissing me off about this whole thing, because like there's a lot more that like actually matters, but it's just, you know, one more thing. I don't think it's good when even in the short term, a cryptocurrency is more stable than like an index of the 500 biggest companies in the United States. That's a little scary for a fella like me. Whatever, we're chill. Let me think about this. No, not Dream S&P 500. I don't know. That's probably at like all-time highs, right? Kazoo's nice. I'm not a big Skull Andy, but we have to fill our board. So maybe I am a big Skull Andy. And then we hot swap these, and then we farm money and use that money for food starting tomorrow. Dream S&P 500 is crashed hard. Are you saying this is like a generational buying opportunity? I'm all in. Say no more. We're fucking popping. Jack Black stocks though? I don't know. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it because my daughter wants to see it. She's very excited about it. She was asking me whether we were gonna go on Saturday or Sunday. I told her, but I can't tell you because I don't want you to meet me at the theater and make fun of me for going to see the Minecraft movie. she's very eager to see the film. 10 pegs pop, summon a straw that pops a peg, and it gains value when you jumbo freeze me. Wait, I want to go back to the store! Huge. I did see a comment online that was like, I know literally nobody who's going to see the Minecraft movie, and it reminded me of myself. Like 6-7 years ago. Like, it's so easy to accidentally find yourself inside of a bubble and not realize that you're in the bubble. Like, if your entire social circle is people from the age of like 25 to 35 with no kids, I bet you're like, man, the Minecraft movie is gonna, like, it's a catastrophic bomb. Nobody's interested in seeing it at all. But if you're like, if you got friends with kids, I'm not saying it's gonna make $1 billion, because I think that it doesn't have the same sort of cachet as the Mario movie, but people are talking a little bit. Hope no one my age is going alone. Well, let's be honest. If... Alone, I think it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't have a kid and you want to see the Minecraft movie, you're probably going to see it alone. Because it's unlikely you would find a like-minded individual in your demographic, because I don't think that that many of them exist. Or I don't know, maybe there's people out there that are really excited for it. And they're not all like 4 years old. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with seeing a film alone. Yeah, but where's the film? We're talking about the Minecraft movie. I mean, I saw District 9 in theaters by myself. I saw Bruno in theaters by myself. I had a good time at both. But, like, probably wouldn't catch me going to see the Minecraft movie by myself. I think this is the play, man. And I think we got a very good thing going here. Do we still want to trigger this? Do we want to force trigger that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is a horrible board. Horrendous board. Oh, you fell straight through the bottom, buddy! That's more like it. He's so judgmental. Yes, a little bit at least. But aren't you being judgmental by saying I'm judgmental? Really makes you think. You see that shot, by the way? Force triggers the item in slot 7 one time for every 10 food items you've eaten. We take those. No, movies, I don't think you can apply my ridiculous video game pricing to movies. I think movies are... Here's all I'm gonna say, okay? I don't want to make too many enemies. Wait, our run's over. People have been complaining about the price of movies since I was about 9 years old. At least they've probably been complaining about it since like the first film was ever made. And if you go back to like when I was 9 years old in 1997, a movie ticket was like 3 cents and a promise, right? So like, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say like now it's different. No, that back then people were wrong to complain about it, but now they're like too expensive. But I find it kind of disingenuous, because I think going to the movies is expensive, but the price of seeing a movie is not prohibitively expensive if you only go to see good movies. Now, what's the distinction? It's the same as when you guys try to tell me that McDonald's is expensive, even though it's like the cheapest restaurant on earth right now. I'm looking at it from the perspective, if I go and I get a McDouble, that's like $2.99. And then not you say, oh, I get a Big Mac, 6-piece chicken McNuggets, a small strawberry milkshake, and 2 apple pies, and it comes to like $17.99. And I'm like, that's too much food, man. You're paying a fair price for an unfair meal. And then people always go, oh, going to the movies is so expensive. And then you're like, well, a movie ticket's like $11.99. And they're like, yeah, but you can't just go see a movie. You got to get the popcorn and the candy and the soda. But that's not a movie. That's food, man. You're conflating the food price and the movie price. The movie price seems fairly reasonable to me. The concession prices are out of control. Now, I still pay it because, you know, you're not going to go see a movie without having some popcorn, but still. It's not a package deal. It's an optional upsell. We tank these. That's not a straw man. And it's not a modern, well, I guess it is a modern Bailey fallacy, but it's not a straw man. Because people actually say that. Ask anybody, like, why they think the movies are too expensive. It's like 3 seconds before they say some shit about popcorn. Bro, Celine's song didn't have shit to do with the creation of the popcorn. Leave my queen alone. You could bring a microwave. You could. Let's see you raw dog the Minecraft movie. I'm not gonna raw dog the Minecraft movie. I'm gonna buy popcorn because I think the movie's gonna be bad. But I'm also not gonna complain about the price of the popcorn because I know the price going in. It's not like they bait and switched me. Yeah, that's just listen. It's the folly of a boomer my age to always blame the consumer when things are expensive and say some ridiculous shit like, oh yeah, but you drink like a cup of coffee oh, you ate lunch. You went out for lunch 3 weeks ago and yet you're gonna complain about you could just be eating canned tuna instead and then buy Mario Kart. That being said, when people are like going to the movies is too expensive and then you find out they got like 8 kids and I'm like, yeah, no way, it costs you $300 just to leave the house, man. That's why you don't have 8 kids, bozo. You fucked up. That's not Celine Song's fault. That's not like Regal Cinema's fault that you had 8 kids. You did that to yourself, buddy. Or maybe like you got insanely unlucky. Like a 1 in a trillion chance or something, but sure, we'd like to force trigger the Nubby dies. Octomom's seething right now. You should be combined. Sea cucumber's okay. Let's freeze it and roll, and then sit and spin. Okay, this has changed my viewpoint immensely here. You should go here. You should go there. I love it. And we always want to... Oh, no, it's over. Never mind, it's not over. Tardigrade not doing much. Yeah, but, you know, it's a living. We hold on those. This run is not doomed. It is... I do feel like it's doomed every time we hit the highest peg and a skull doesn't pop, but, like... Look. We're actually going infinite. Never mind, but that was pretty good. Saved. Is swag season over? What are you talking, buddy? It's like April 3rd, right? April 4th? Swag season has just begun. This is the beginning of swag season. We're like 3 weeks away from 24/7 shorts weather. It doesn't get any swaggier than that. I should have bought the fucking... Oh, I should have bought the 5-inch inseam Patagonia shorts before the trade war started. Fuck! They were already like $103 before the trade war started. Shit. That's fucked up, man. God damn it. Buy the Lululemons. I don't want that. I really don't like the guy. I got some Lululemon stuff, but I really don't like the guy. I'm not... I think I like the Patagonia guy a little bit more. I'm not saying he's a personal friend, but I think he's like at least trying. Which guy? Chip Wilson, the CEO of... You don't have to have strong feelings about Chip Wilson if you don't live in Vancouver, but I think if you live in British Columbia, you're kind of a coward if you don't. Even if the opinion is that he's based, which would be insane to me, at least take a stand is what I'm trying to say. I'll use my key. Second pregnancy test, please. The Cosmo Blast. First peg popped. 2 random pegs will copy the value of the first peg popped. If it's in slot 7, 4 pegs will be accepted. I think we gotta go taiyaki, boys. I think that this is the way. Me talking to Doja Cat the morning after? The morning after what? I don't know what to hit here, dude. This looks very cursed. Yep, that's fine. Morning after Catan! Yes, dude. What's up, Boner King? Not that much. Just chilling mostly. Hard ride on the bike today. It's VO2 max day, much to my chagrin. Hey, tomorrow I think I'm going to do a long ride. Is it an insane idea to say that I'm going to watch the 141-minute long director's cut of The Lawnmower Man? 1 second here. Early poop butt is too crazy. You can't ignore it. What about pants? Can't afford them. It's insanely good. I'm going to tell you my history with The Lawnmower Man. I've never seen it. The first movie came out when I was like 4. And I would always like go to the video store with my parents and they would be playing like the trailer for The Lawnmower Man on the TV for like years straight. You know, the camera's like above the guy. I'm assuming he's the Lawnmower Man and it's got like that 1992 ass virtual reality and he's going like, that it's like imprinted on my mind. Like the movie, despite having never seen it, has power over me because of how much about it entered my brain when I had a ton of neuroplasticity. So I think I have to see it. And the only one on Prime Video is the director's cut. So I'll admit, like, 141 minutes for The Lawnmower Man seems a little crazy, but I think I gotta give it a chance. Small Rock is pretty good early. It's not Small Rock, but whatever. Crazy Straw seems crazy early too, man. Because we're gonna reroll every time. Doubles 4 random pegs whose number is less than 32 when you hit the wall twice. I think I want this for farming, and I think I want to save a rock. Reroll. I guess I would rather freeze a straw to get the double straw. 1 hour 41 minutes is pretty good. That's not 141 minutes, metric bozo. 141 minutes is 2 hours and 21 minutes. Or am I falling prey to bait? Am I falling prey to... I have a 100-word essay due tomorrow. And I still haven't started. I don't think it's bait, but I do think it's one of those things where you could make a mistake and then claim that it's bait to save some face. Which I can respect. I've done that move myself. It's crazy that people like can't motivate themselves to write 100 words about a streetcar named Desire, but they can write like 10,000 about a $10 price increase for Mario Kart 9. Anyway, whatever. I'll be here all week. A key. My Winky was a key. Streetcar named Desire. That's what it's all about, man. Tennessee Williams type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or as we call it in the trade war, fucking, Manitoba Williams, right? Right, people? That was not a good... I should have not taken that. There was no reason to spend our money on that. Will you buy the upgrade pack? I don't know shit about it. Like, I'll be honest with you. Basically, if I ever want to play a game and then I go to play it and it's like you gotta pay like $20 more to play this, I'm probably gonna put my credit card number in. You don't have to, and that's fine. But if I'm already pot committed, yeah, I'll keep drinking that garbage. Hold. But the thing is, there's no shot you're gonna catch me paying $60 for God of War Ragnarok. You won't catch me paying $0 for God of War Ragnarok. That's just not gonna happen. Okay, listen, buddy. You're gone. Marks a peg. When a peg is marked, all pegs that have that same number are doubled. Peg is fully popped. I'm still a taiyaki sort of fella, man. "2018 was better anyway." Getting old is so funny. You know that there's a consensus among young people online that like the summer of 2016 was like the last time that the world was good? What am I doing? Why am I bouncing and moaning on it? This is a restart. That's an insane take, man. It's true? No, it fucking wasn't, man. There was a lot of horrible shit that happened in 2016 if you were like an adult. If you were in like the 12th grade, it was probably fairly sick. But like, oh, fuck you, man. Now I full screen the damn game. Okay, restart me. Harambe, right? No, motherfucker, real shit. Not fake shit. I don't work at the Cincinnati Zoo. I'm not concerned about... I wish that the monkey was still alive, but like, that doesn't really have a personal impact on me. Hey, hang on, my wife's talking to me, so... Whoa, okay. Oh, I saw. Nintendo delayed pre-order date for Switch 2 due to tariffs, but Canadians didn't get interrupted. Me when I get to consume, but unironically. Take Jax for farming purposes. Take Sea Cucumber for farming purposes. Sorry, Jax. Fuck my Chungus life? Well, you should have thought of that before, statistically speaking. You probably didn't vote for him if you're in my chat. You ever think about that shit? I know, you're probably like, I tried my best. And I'm like, I know, but I gotta say fuck somebody, okay? So, you can... Fuck you, buddy. You can catch me cruising in Mario Kart 9. For, I don't know, maybe like 17% cheaper than it's gonna cost. Well, no, it changes day to day, so... Maybe if they start manufacturing that shit in like... I'm trying to think of one of the islands that got tariffed. Maybe they'll move the fucking Nintendo Switch factory to like the Falkland Islands or something. Who knows, man? Fuck you, buddy. Is penguins on the Falkland Islands? I thought it turns out I don't know shit about the Falkland Islands, man. I know one thing about the Falkland Islands. I guess I know two things. Possibly there's penguins as well. They're from Argentina? Well, that's complicated, I think. I'm not really the type of fella to get involved in that. I think Anthony Fantano said something about that. He got in a little bit of trouble, so I'm choosing not to embarrass myself, to be honest, by displaying my own ignorance. Always reminds me of something my friend said in 9th grade English class once that stuck with me. My mother said it is always better to appear... I'm not calling him a fool, by the way. I'm just sharing an anecdote from my own life about why I try to keep my mouth shut about things that I personally don't understand. My mother said, "'Tis better to appear a fool than to open one's mouth and remove all doubt." I think about that whenever someone asks me about something that's like way above my pay grade. It's better to just say, "I'm not sure about that, I'm kind of stupid," instead of me being like, "Here's my nuanced take on it that I'm echoing from what I read online," and then they go, you don't know shit. Which happens a lot. Like today, dude, I was talking in the Peloton Discord, because I filled up my water bottle all the way to the top. I love not being afraid to ask stupid questions. I filled my water bottle all the way to the top, but I still had to put 2 scoops of maltodextrin in it. And I was like, there's no shot that the malto is gonna fit in this. Because like, it's already full of water. So I went to the Peloton Discord and I typed, when something becomes dissolved in water, does it proportionally increase the volume of water? And then Nintendo Tim PhD in like physical chemistry was like, actually it doesn't. The things that get dissolved in water fit between the empty spaces of the water molecules. So there's actually space in the water that keeps it from overflowing. So I put 2 scoops of maltodextrin straight to the face. It tanked it, dude, and it didn't overflow. Did it mix well? There was like, I took 1 sip about halfway through the ride that had a little clump of malto in it, which I'm sure more than anything else was just like insanely bad for my teeth, but otherwise it was pretty good. The pegs pop the lowest number peg. I think we gotta freeze the straw, man. Riggy diggy do. We take those. Why are you drinking sugar water? Because it makes the intervals feel easier. There's science to back it up, but I don't know. Okay, well, I'll restart. I don't know about all that shit. That's for the eggheads, to be honest. And it makes the water fucking taste so good, even though it tastes exactly the same. Your body sends you a signal that is like, this is the best water I've ever had in my life. We're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get there. Does it dissolve immediately? Man, people, all of a sudden, everybody who poo-pooed the maltodextrin in the water, everybody's asking a bunch of questions about, you all seem very interested in the maltodextrin now. Interesting how things change. You just keep bringing it up? Well, because it's not every day, bro, but it's like every second day, bro. What's this challenge? You can't regenerate your lives. So anytime you lose a life, it's gone forever. Damn, he's schmoovin', man. I think I gotta. And then maybe freeze the fucking pants, dude. Just like real life? Oh, what? So Buddhism doesn't exist in your worldview? Okay, a little problematic. I wouldn't be caught dead saying it. You wouldn't let me say that type of shit. Okay, Victoria Ratliff. I said it, I don't know who that is. I could get in trouble for that. I'm already facing a lot of scorn for my Angela Merkel is GRU-coded take from yesterday. I've already taken some heat for suggesting that if you had a side-by-side photo of Theresa May and Angela Merkel, it would look a lot like the 2 robots from Portal 2. Not look a lot like, but you would, the vibe would be similar to the 2 robots from Portal 2. Okay? Give me the chaos. Tell me I'm wrong. We don't really care about dinosaurs. We care about glarses? I don't think so. I'm just gonna buy the same shit. I hope you know that. Every day, same shit. Ain't nothing good in the hood. I'd run away from this bitch and never come back if I could, man. What is it? I think maybe I've asked this question 150 times over the years. What does 50 Cent mean in Hate It or Love It when he says, growing up I was confused, my mommy kissing the girl? Like, I think it's a good song, but I'm kind of confused about the opening lyric. He's confused that his mom is bisexual? Yeah, but I don't see like how that's related to like, because the rest of the song is about his struggles, like growing up and becoming famous. So like, I'm not quite sure like what his mom's sexuality has to do with that. But I guess I didn't grow up in that environment, so like I don't know, man. You take those any day of the week. He's just pondering a little. Which is his right, by the way. You can't hurt me. Not with my cheese house. That was scary. Confusion's a curse growing up in a cold world. That's damn true. Daddy ain't around, probably out committing felonies. My favorite rappers used to say, check out my melodies. I dare not say the rest. Old. Such a good song. It made the Peloton playlist, people. It did. It's the only 50 Cent End the Game song on the Peloton playlist. Though I have respect for In the Club. I think I OD'd on it in like the 9th grade because it was literally everywhere. Like it took the world by storm. The game really fell off. Yeah, you just lost the game, by the way, in case you're curious. Wait, hang on, force triggers all X pegs popped. Force triggers all items every 3 seconds. It is, I've said it many times before, but it's so funny to me that like in Hate It or Love It, the game says, I'm Rap's MVP and I ain't going nowhere so you can get to know me. And then that's the last I ever heard of him. I don't know about, I'm sure he kept coming out with other music, but that was basically it for my experience with the game. Fuck you. Is the game in chat? I know like 2 things about the game. I know that you just lost it. And I know, didn't he Photoshop himself into like a bunch of pictures with the guy who died to be like, rip to this guy, we were like best friends or whatever, but actually the photos were all Photoshopped? Not again? Oh, sorry, I forgot that I told you you lost the game. Oh, man. A 3rd time. Delightfully devilish Seymour. I told Justin that he lost the game. Sorry, that one was by accident, by the way. I told him that he lost the game. And then, here's how stupid I am on the subject of what we've been discussing. He said, hey Ryan, have you ever heard of this? And he linked me to Lost, the board game. And I said, oh no, I haven't. Have you ever played it? I love weird board games like that. And then he said, no, I was just trying to make you lose the game. Force triggers the item in slot 6 one time for every 7 rounds you've had this in your inventory. Here we go, people. You got me good. You're now manually breathing? That's every day for a fella like me. I don't even sweat that type of shit these days. Oh, I mean, it's built in, man. The E-chain. You are now manually vaping? Can I say something that's gonna alienate my target audience? But, like, if there's any, like, 18-year-olds watching, they're probably gonna be like, wow, this old guy's all right. When I see a young person vaping, I harbor no disdain in my heart or my spirit for them. But when I see someone my age vaping in public, what they do in their own home, I don't really care. When I see someone my age vaping in public, I'm not saying I can't help it, because I probably could help it with a little bit of discipline, but I do judge them. Especially if they're with their kids, which seems to happen, well, because everywhere I go is a place where, like, I'm bringing my kids, so there's usually other families there too. Expand on that? Well, I don't know, I think it's just kind of crazy when I see like a man my age with a family, and when his family walks like 10 steps in front of him, he puts his hand up to his mouth and goes like, but I don't really know what it's all about. So I guess like it's kind of human to like judge that which you don't understand. Was he blowing clouds though? This is not one individual. This is like 1 in 20 individuals my age. But 1 in 20 men. I feel like I don't see that many like 35 to 40-year-old women vaping. Still better than regular smokes? Yeah, but we killed those. Like, sorry Gen Z, sorry Gen X, sorry boomers. Millennials killed those. So like, I throw out your counterfactual. I don't think that's a fair question. I don't think it's a fair rebuttal, I should say. Millennials stay winning? Yes, sir. Pokemon went to the polls. I took the advice so seriously. I think I voted maybe like a dozen times. 8 votes for Hillary and 4 votes for Trump. Because I didn't want to go all in, because what if I was wrong, man? I thought I would just, you know, put my finger on the scale a little bit. Yeah, it's called hedging your bets, exactly. Doubles or random peg? Pops a random peg with this peg pops. I'll give you points 4 times. Oh, your ass? You're somewhat relevant. We're triggering Cheese House. I can live with that. We already have the pants. What do you... Every 3 seconds, every item in your inventory gives points equal to a random peg's number. I can't guarantee we're going to live that long, I'm sorry to say. I wish I could. I got sold a vape at age 10 by a millennial. Skill difference. You're a victim. That shouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have done that. Age 10? What the hell are you doing? How old are you? What are you doing talking to a millennial when you were 10? Unless it was in like, I don't even know. Like, well, I guess it could have been like a couple of years ago, but like millennials are old now, man. Help, I'm stuck inside a mobile with the Memphis police again. Have you ever considered like Shakespeare's in the alley with his pointed shoes and his something else? He's speaking to some French girl who says she knows me well or whatever. And me, I'd send a fucking message to see if she has talked, but the post office has been stolen and the mailbox is fucking locked or whatever. His pointed shoes and his bells. His bells. It's gotta be Granny Kazoo, now let's have a tea. Pass around goal, 3 snot shots. I feel like the pants aren't that good for us anymore. Let's get an upgrade going here. Strawberry feels forever. What's for lunch today? I think we're going sandwich mode today. Laser pointer. We don't halve pegs though. We don't halve pegs. We don't want it. Shit. In true Nubby fashion, I sold the item that was helping us win. Fuck you. That was... You know that was fucking bullshit, dude. Fuck you! Okay. We got 15 minutes, because in 15 minutes... we are doing a sponsored segment for the new DLC that came out for Roguelike Deck Builder, Knock on the Coffin Lid, which many of you have been bugging me to play for quite some time. Well, today, you got your wish, man. Fuck you, man. What's Gen Alpha gonna do? I don't know, man. They're literally like 6 years old right now. You just let them like be kids or whatever. There's a lot of pressure on people that are still like, you know, like 20% of them are still pooping their pants. Gen Alpha's like middle school now? So what I said they were 6. They're actually like 11. My bad. What the fuck are they? They're doing the same shit, going to school, coming home, playing Fortnite. Like they got a long road, okay, before they start to have a serious impact on, like, you know, grown-up society. Okay, sorry, I'm young too, so that's a big deal for me. Do not say your age in chat. You're gonna get IP banned from Twitch. I'm saying that in your own interest. I swear it to you. If you say your age, there's a good chance that the Twitch robot is going to be like, that's not old enough to be on this website. You got to be careful. This is from a self-preservation standpoint, okay? Dude, I was recently banned like that. Malf tried to save me. You just can't resist, can ya? Actually, the mods have saved a few people, I think, from being banned in that situation. Because, like, again, don't type it. Because your safety, fuck you, is not guaranteed. But sometimes I go into the unban requests. And people, I see the unbans. And the last message they wrote was like, quote unquote, I'm 12 years old, and the mods ban them. I think that they ban them out of safety so that Twitch doesn't ban the account. So they end up being, like, they get arrested by the local police instead of being detained by the FBI, thus minimizing the potential consequences. So the mods are heroes for that, man. You can get it back pretty easily. You know, if you're bored, you could just, like, read a book or something. You don't have to, like... you don't have to get involved in all this needless malarkey. I'm going Dancing Dino, man. Why not? It's a Mod and Bailey fallacy. Best dish to put in the dishwasher, and why is it past the strainer? Ah, that's a crazy take to me. Wow, I'm fucked. I feel like the best dish to put in the dishwasher is just like plate, because it fits in between the slot so nicely, and you can put like a bunch of them in. Like plate mogs past the strainer. Cup's okay, like cup's up there. I still think plate is like more satisfying to put in the dishwasher. Well, this early seems good. Wow, I'm fucked. I'm going to lose. No, I'm gonna win. we got 2 lives for 70 rounds. We can't lose. We got G's house, man. We can't lose. Yeah, bowls are annoying. Forks and spoons are okay. I got nothing against forks and spoons. Like, we got like a cutlery bucket, I guess, in our dishwasher you can put the forks and spoons into. But plates are like, it's the dream. You piece. Dishwashers rock. They're pretty good. I mean, I got nothing else to say about that. I think it's just kind of self-evident. Ain't never had one? One day, man, you'll recognize it. You'll be like, people were not joking about this one. They have a funky smell to them. You gotta clean out the fucking tray, man. You gotta clean out the grime tray. Washing machine clears? Washing machine does clear. Because, like, I can imagine myself hand washing all of my dishes forever. Because we already, like, Kate will tell you, we have, like, special plates and stuff that can't go in the dishwasher. So even when we use the dishwasher, we end up, like, hand washing a bunch of dishes, like, every day. But, like, I can't imagine going back to, like, Dust Bowl style laundry technique. Like, getting a big bucket full of soap and then, like, putting your fucking clothes in it. And then the weird, like, cranking machine that you get where you put, like, your shirt in it and then crank out the excess water. Like, I can't even imagine what that's like. It's gotta be you. It's that simple. What? I thought for sure we had it, like, on site, man. Get ready to see this, like, 1,000 times. I've been on that handheld steam cleaner grind lately. It changed my life. Again, not trying to be insane. how long does it take you to wash like a load of clothing? Like 20 hours or something? Like, it's really hard to beat the washing machine, man. You just throw everything in it and like put in some soap and press a button. Like it's undefeated. It does it for, that's why like I think laundry, oh, okay, we got one more chance here. Laundry is a chore, but it is one of the easier household chores. And I want to say, when people say doing the laundry, we need to have a discussion about the fact that doing the laundry is not putting the clothes in the washing machine. It is not putting the clothes in the washing machine and passing them to the dryer. It's the whole fucking package. Into the washing machine, into the dryer, out of the dryer, and folded and then put away. That's the whole shebang. Otherwise, if you said I did the laundry today, but that shit's still in the dryer, you didn't do the laundry. The machine did the laundry. You have to prove it with a little bit of work of your own. Put away is a different chore? No, it isn't. It isn't. Because there's a difference. Your dishes in the drying rack, in the dish rack, are clean. You can grab them and use them. And nobody would come to your house and be like, why the fuck do you have a drying rack full of dishes? You would say, because I did the dishes, bozo. What do you think? But if someone came to your house and they opened your dryer and there was a bunch of clothes in your dryer, they would be like, this person just lost aura. They haven't completed their laundry. The worst part is you're gonna say, oh, it was almost done. No, the fuck it wasn't. It's if the laundry has been put in the washing machine, washed, put in the dryer and dried, the laundry's like 10% done. You've skipped out on 90% of the chore. And I don't respect it. I'll take the aura loss. It's up to you, but don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say TFW no GF when you're typing glib stuff like that in my chat. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom, man. And the reason that you have to come up with like a chore standard like that is because you end up exchanging chores. So if you're living in like a roommate situation, I don't want any of this garbage, to be honest with you. I want this garbage, and I want to freeze one kazoo. If you are in a roommate situation, and so I guess it's not fair, because you would probably just have everybody do their own laundry, because you don't really want to touch your roommate's underwear unless you're kind of a freak, I guess. But let's assume, well, it could be a spousal situation then. Doing the laundry without folding and putting away the clothes is like worth half as much as vacuuming. If you fold and put away the clothes, I would index it as one vacuuming of the whole house. But if you just loaded the machines and didn't fold and put away the clothes, that's a 0.5 vacuuming. You have to trade 2 vacuumings for one half-ass laundry, I would say. What the hell? We're going to the moon? Peg fully pop trigger this. Now we're talking. What does a bathroom cleaning equate to? It's probably the worst of the chores. So I would say it's up there for sure. We love this, man. We love this. 5 vacuumings? Let's not go crazy. They're never gonna get out of debt with a cycle like that, man. Maybe we can try that. Vacuuming's the easiest chore? Yeah, but it takes a while. There's a certain amount of time required. Like, I would rather clean a toilet than vacuum, just because, like, cleaning a toilet, 5-minute job at most. Vacuuming could be like half an hour. I definitely would rather clean the bathroom than vacuum. I mean, there's lots of other stuff to do in the bathroom, don't get me wrong, but Getting a lot of -2s. I honestly, I consider that an appeal to ridicule. I don't that you're criticizing the source instead of the argument, in my opinion. How big is your house? Not that big. We live in Vancouver. But like, when we vacuum, we don't just vacuum to say that we vacuum. We vacuum to actually like clean, which I get that like that's a foreign concept for a lot of people out there. Like rather than just be like, what? We ran the vacuum over the house. That's good enough. I ticked it off the to-do list. We actually like try to make sure that like all the dirt is picked up, which I know is a crazy concept. So it can be a little bit more exhaustive, I suppose. We're popping, man. Moving the couch and shit? Yeah, moving the bar stools out of the way. Fuck you, dude. Well, at least we're not gonna be late for the sponsored segment. Probably. Which vacuum cleaner do you have? I don't need to give you guys other reasons to be mad at me for stuff that shouldn't be relevant to you. That's an unforced error. Did you know that Roger Federer once went 97 consecutive points without an unforced error? He's really the GOAT or whatever. We don't want this. We want a pregnancy test, man. We want King Baby! I want to play with you anymore. Is that a lot? He's like consensus like number 1, 2, or 3 men's tennis player of all time. What do you think? If you really want to argue who's 1, who's 2, who's 3. I love Federer, man. What? How can you argue that Federer clears Djokovic? And trust me, I wish that he did. But what's the argument for it, man? Just that he was there first? Would he try? He had actual competition, but Djokovic had to compete against Federer and Nadal, man. And Murray? Okay, back up. We're talking about the GOATs here. No disrespect to Andy Murray. He's washed now? Buddy, he's like 39 years old in a sport where like the number 1 tennis player is like 16 and a half or something. He's I don't like the guy, but we've got to put some respect on him. He just made the finals of that ATP Masters event like a week ago. Like, let's be for fucking real here. I don't know what I'm doing, man. He lost in straight sets? Buddy, he came in second in the tournament. Yeah, he lost in straight sets. He beat everybody else, though, except for one guy. McEnroe clears? McEnroe was good for, like, 3 years, man. You don't know what you're talking about. You're out of your, what does he say? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, you know what? You cannot be serious. That's it. Well, this was like a colossal